Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Press the post notification bell so you don't miss another one of these videos. Support us on PayPal, and let's hit that intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We've got our main man. Well, he's the dude that we've got on the show. He hasn't been on the show for over a year because I don't know why. He's a Raiders fan. Ladies and gentlemen, back on our show since last year, we got Tyler Gilette. What up, boy?
What up? What's good?
What's good, man? Tyler, it's good to have you back on the show. We're going to be talking a lot today. As I said, we're going to be talking Dodgers. We're going to be talking Yankees at first, real quick, playoffs. So let's get to the Dodger talk. The Dodgers and the Yankees are two teams that have both been flailing in the playoffs over the last couple years. Of course, the Yankees haven't won the World Series since 2009. I cheered for the Yankees that year because the Phillies beat my Dodgers the year before. They won the World Series. So, Tyler, I want to start with the Yankees. You guys had some of the best players in the league. You have, I think, the second or third highest payroll in the league. You have guys like Aaron Judge. You've got so many guys. What is the issue with the Yankees not making it to... They make it to the playoffs, but they get trounced. I mean, this last time, they got swept by the Astros. They put up no fight whatsoever. Aaron Judge only hit 2 home runs in his postseason, had a bit of good defense. What is the underlying issue here?
Well, I've been seeing like the same trend happen each year with them. We start each season with a hot start. We go to like want to be in the hottest teams, in MLB, usually every year before the All-Star break, and then we start flatlining. And then, we save ourselves to make sure that we go to the playoffs, and then it just completely flatlined, just like Aaron Judge. It was the rest of the team. Nobody had his back, to put any runs or any meaningful hits together, leaving those runner on bases is just really like a flat line across the whole, lineup each and every time. It starts to like one bad fruit starts to, make the rest of the bunch just, kind of rotten as well, where we don't do anything, because I don't even know how we got to the championship series this season when, we had our backs against the wall against, a young, good Cleveland team that gets those hits each game. You have to expect those hits. So it's kind of, we just crawl our way through, and we got to make some changes. And to me, I think it's coming from, it could be management. I like Boone. He gets us to the playoffs, but sometimes it does look like it could be a management problem, in my opinion.
So, I'm just eating my lunch. So let's talk about it then. You've got Aaron Judge. Who else? Who are the heavy hitters, the sluggers on your team? Judge,
Big G, Giancarlo Stanton, Anthony Rizzo.
He went to another team, by the way.
No, Anthony Rizzo, he signed back with the Yankees. He'll be rocking.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll still be a Yankee, and he's a big, lefty at bat that is crucial to, if we want to, make our ultimate goal, which is a World Series every year. Right. That's what every, professional athlete goes out for, is to win championships. So, we kept Rizzo, and, the big question mark is Aaron Judge, and I think that we're going to keep him. Of course, every team in the MLB wants him, but I just see him, back in pinstripes, because to me, I feel like it would mean so much more for him to win in New York than anywhere else.
Well, to me, I hear Judge, I hear Yankees.
Right.
Not that I don't want him on the Dodgers.
Right.
But Aaron Judge was the hottest player in the MLB with 62 home runs, although he did not win I think Paul Goldschmidt is going to win the MVP award. But what is it that makes all these hot batters, Giancarlo Stanton, Anthony Rizzo, Aaron Judge go really ice cold in the playoffs. God damn it.
You know, a lot of people say that they're professional athletes and they don't feel pressure, but even though they're not showing it, you know, everybody's feeling that pressure, especially Aaron Judge. He carries it with so much class and he makes it seem so easy. But in the playoffs, you've seen he wasn't the same disciplined hitter that got him those 62 home runs. And of course, everybody is pitching to him differently as well. They're not giving him those pitches, but when we played against the Astros, they gave him plenty of pitches, and I felt like it was just the pressure of the moment. And that's something, I thought that this year would be a breakout year for him because he's had playoff experience where he has, not performed up to his name. And it happened again. And all you can hope for as a fan is that he's going to do what he does in the regular season and push it into the playoffs. Keep his strike zone, and not swinging at those low and away pitches that they're going to try to get him with over and over.
Well, and one of the pitches he did well against was a cutter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's not a lot of pitches that Aaron Judge doesn't do good with. He hits 60 home runs. So he hits home runs. He hits dingers. He could hit base knocks. But I feel like as somebody that was watching it, I've seen a lot more aggressive first pitch swings. And I didn't see that during the regular season. It was a lot more discipline, letting him feel the at-bat, and then coming out, a little bit more aggressive. But I feel like that did change drastically once the playoffs did start.
Right. So if it's not the players, if it's management, is it that they're not screaming at him going, what the fuck are we doing? Get your asses up. We need to win this. Let's do this.
No.
Is that what the management is not doing? Is it?
I would say the management, to me, it's more of, in today's baseball, everything is going off of analytics and everybody tries to get their best moment according to what the computer and science is saying. And I felt like Boone did make a lot of mistakes when it came to the rotation matter, where he should have left somebody a little bit longer. But that's always, a question mark. But I feel like over there at the Yankees, they rely on the analytics a little bit too much. Even Derek Jeter spoke about it. He doesn't really speak about the Yankees too much, but he even said that he thinks that we're relying on the analytics a little bit too much. I just feel like you got to have that old school management, like it works for Dusty Baker. Those older managers that play with like the old school baseball, aspect, instead of just relying on like, oh, we got to take this pitcher out, even though he just got 2 batters out in 3 pitches, whatever it is, we're going to take him out and switch him for another thing because the computer says that we have a pitcher that's going to have a better, that's just too much to me. I feel like we should just play baseball.
I think you have the same problem the Dodgers do. Let's switch gears to the Dodgers real quick because you don't have much time.
Yes.
The Dodgers are overrated to me in a way because, yeah, they're my team, but you have the highest payroll in the goddamn league. You have sluggers you have Mookie Betts, Trey Turner, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Gavin Lux, Austin Barnes, Max Muncy, if you can, Justin Turner, you name it, we got it. And yet, most of those players did they didn't do jack in the playoffs. Trey Turner did pretty good. He had a couple dingers. Freddie Freeman did pretty well. He did all right. It was under par from what he would do with the Braves, but again, I think he's still getting used to the Dodgers. The problem is, again, Andrew Friedman is relying too much on analytics. Now, that's his job. He's a nerd. He's in analytics. That's why he's the president of baseball operations. But speaking of the pitches, like in Game 4, you have Tyler Anderson pitching his ass off. He's the best pitcher. He was the best pitcher, and yet they let him go, by the way, to the Angels. He was the best pitcher for the Dodgers in the playoffs, and they decided he was cruising. Yeah, he allowed a couple base hits. He was cruising, but they're like, well, the analytics say not to let him pitch at Machado.
Right.
And Manny Machado a third time. Don't let him go 3 times through the lineup. Dave Roberts comes out on the mound, takes him out. Instead of putting in Evan Phillips to take out the side and strike out the side. You get him throwing balls, and you get him throwing a slider and getting into that, getting out of the strike zone more, and it's absolute terror. Then you get Yancy Almonte, and it goes even worse. They let them tie, and then they let the Padres take the lead. It was one of the worst games I've ever seen. And for the Dodgers, now, in my opinion, as a Dodger fan, one, it is the players.
Always is.
It always is. And two, it is the management, and three, it's the owners. Number one, it's the players. How are you, Mookie Betts? One of the best in the National League, one of the best in baseball, $365 million contract, 13-year contract. You've done 3 years already, so you've got 10 years left of that contract, which is crazy. Yep. How are you the best player in baseball, and you don't do jack shit?
Yeah, just like the Yankees, like you said, like they flatlined. And before the season even started, at the minimum, the Dodgers needed to at least like make it to the World Series at the least. At the least, you know, like to be the favorites that they were, they had to at least make the World Series to make it not seem like we suck, you know? Like you had to make that World Series to be able to be like, okay, you know, we played our hearts out, but you know, to go up to the Padres the way that it did and all the Dodger fans making fun of the Padre fans and to flatline like that just makes it almost embarrassing, you know?
It is embarrassing. And it makes the Dodgers frauds. It does. Because every year, oh my God, the Dodgers, oh my God. It's like the Yankees. What did I hear? The Dodgers, all the broadcasters would do was, look at the Yankees. Oh my God, look at the Yankees. Oh my God. Dodgers and Yankees.
That's what the sports world wanted that, man. I know I wanted that.
But then, do you think that getting rid of Joey Gallo and sending him to the Dodgers was a curse?
You know, no matter what happens, there's going to be some sort of talk like that. I don't really believe in that kind of stuff. When they say that, you know, it happened that way. You know, we got rid of him and it went down for us, but I don't think that had anything to do with Joey Gallo because we got rid of Joey Gallo for a reason. You know, Aaron Judge had 62 hits. I think 62 home runs, and Joey Gallo ended up with like 58 hits in the whole year. So there's no curse for that.
Okay, so you're saying that, let's say Joey Gallo stayed, which he would have been unhappy. Yankees would have still been flailing? They would have been flatlining?
I still think August would have been as rough as it was because we would have gave Joey a couple of, at-bats here and there. It would have been either him or Aaron Hicks that we're giving these at-bats to. And Aaron Hicks didn't do anything for us, so I feel like Joey Gallo would have, you know, not done anything as well. And I love Joey Gallo. He was a great Yankee to be like a Yankee, you know, but he didn't play like himself, so.
Right, because he was with the Astros.
No, he played with the Rangers before.
Rangers. That's right. Yeah. Rangers, and he was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he has pop, and in his batting, he has a lot of pop.
He does. Now, he came to the Dodgers, and this is what I told you on the phone last weekend. I don't think the Yankees did enough to work with him. How is it that he comes to the Dodgers, and he works with their development staff, and all of a sudden he's hitting home runs for the Dodgers like there's no tomorrow?
Because, like I said, he has pop. Like, you know, there's so much pressure that people don't understand. You either love to play in New York or it's, like, the biggest burden. And you either perform in New York or you don't. And I feel like once you have the fans that are booing you, it could drag you down. And I feel like it really did get to Joey Gallo because I was looking at interviews and stuff. Once he was going to L.A., he was excited to just be able to walk around the city and stuff like that because he said back in New York he would just be going to his apartment into the stadium because he didn't want you know to be getting trolled and have the Yankee fans booing at him and all that kind of stuff because in New York it's a whole different beast out there.
It is right.
It's completely different. So that's why I feel like, you know, once he got to go out to LA and just play baseball and you know, he started hitting some home runs and stuff like that. You get to be a little bit more comfortable and just focus on what matters, you know?
Right. And so I wonder why they didn't boo Aaron Hicks and Aaron Judge. And well, not Aaron Judge, but
they booed Aaron Hicks a lot. It's crazy in New York. Even I seen they were complaining by the last game, by game 4. Aaron Judge was getting booed. I forgot what. Not even that. I think it was game 3. Whatever the last game in the ALCS in New York, they were booing Aaron Judge, and a lot of people didn't like that because the season that he did give to us as Yankee fans. But in New York, they just want success. We don't want to go to the World Series. We want to win World Series.
Yeah, and that's the same attitude in LA. So I think maybe the Yankees fans and the difference is the Dodger fans are too nice. Let's look at one more topic. Good player, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger. Justin Turner declined they declined his offer. Turner declined their offer. So do you think that Justin Turner would be offered another contract with the Dodgers? Or do you think some other team might offer him, or is he done? Is this it?
I mean, just because of what he's done for LA, I feel like he might be in there. Obviously not. I don't think it's going to be for the same amount or anything like that. Right. But I could see other teams wanting to grab him too. So it could be up to him as well if he wants to stay put there for some less money, or another team might want to take that chance because they believe in that talent. So
right, because I don't think 38.
Yeah, he's 38, but I feel like they'll still take a year or something. But I feel like he still loves baseball. So if he wants to play, I think he'll have the opportunity.
Yeah, because I mean, he does great in the second half of the season. First half, he's all right, hits 5 dingers, and then kind of goes down, plays off a little bit, and then goes back up. Cody Bellinger has been non-tendered. So has Edwin Rios and Luke Williams. Edwin Rios, I love Rios. When he's healthy, he's great.
Right.
I've just always seen him as a Dodger. So Cody, but I think the Dodgers are going to give him up this year. I think he'll be on another team. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, most likely.
And what about Cody Bellinger? The Cody Bellinger is a tough one because he has 2 more years of team control, but they non-tendered him. Can you explain to the world what non-tendering is in baseball?
Well, that's just pretty much when they just because I know like in baseball terms and everything like that, but it pretty much means like they don't believe in you pretty much, like in what they already, because he did have a contract, right? That's why they non-tendered him.
That's right, and he had 2 more years of team control.
Oh, okay. And how much was his contract? Do you know that?
It was $17 million because he went to arbitration in last season, and then they gave him a $17 million year. So that's why this year they non-tendered him, and now he's a free agent.
Oh, okay. Wow. And how long was he hurt this year? Because I really haven't heard about him in a while.
He wasn't really hurt like he was 2 seasons ago. Now it's crazy to say that. In 2021, however, his swing was. He had a few key moments. I have one where he hit that grand slam against the San Francisco Giants. He had a grand slam, and he had some dingers, and he was great at defense in center field. But he unlike Max Muncy said, "What's wrong with my swing?" and then he fixed it.
Right.
Cody Bellinger just kept his swing like this, parallel to the ground, knees apart, and not really doing anything else with his swing.
So they just said no. They just told him no contract, go be a free agent then, huh?
Right. So do you think that because he really did, he was just striking out most of the postseason. He didn't do anything. And they said, we got to put him on the roster because we know, I think one of the biggest problems the Dodgers had was, we got to put CT3 in because even though he was injured all year, because he's shown up for the playoffs. Yeah, he's great in it's Ox Taylor. Then, we got to put Cody Bellinger in. It's Belltober.
And how old is he now?
He's in his 20s. Like late 20s.
Because we got Matt Carpenter, and he in his career, it was looking almost downhill. And he went and worked on his swing and put in that work. And he came back scorching hot. So,
but Bellinger didn't.
If he works on his craft, he could still be an efficient player to me. It's hard to be a professional baseball player, and he was a great professional baseball player.
In 2019, yeah. And in the playoffs in 2020 when he hit that grand slam, not that grand slam, that walk-off home run against the Braves in Game 7.
And he can make the Dodgers regret, that he could go put in the work and make them regret that. And
Possibly.
it happened, it does happen.
So do you think he'll be on another team? Or do you
I
think he
believe
goes
so.
back to the Dodgers?
Because the Dodgers probably did see enough, that they didn't give him that contract for the upcoming season. So most likely he's going to have to be somewhere else on a much less contract than he feels like he deserves. But he's going to have to, go out there and play baseball.
Right. Now, the Dodgers are also thinking Xander Bogart.
I think he's going to stay Red Sox. That'd be a good pickup.
It'd be a good pickup. I could see him in the Dodger lineup. I think he'd be good. However, my thing with the Dodgers and the Yankees is, do good players keep on going to teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees, who have great regular seasons? 111 games is a great record, but they have terrible postseasons.
To me, I think that it's been happening, and I feel like it's going to continue to happen in sports until there's another, another league out there I don't know the words I'm looking for right now, but another franchise out there that is going to have such a huge name like the Yankees and the Dodgers. Even though the Astros are, such a dominant franchise right now, who cares about the Astros? All their fans just recently discovered them since they, started winning World Series and stuff. So when you look at the Yankees and the Dodgers that are, dynasties and stuff like that, you're going to want to go to those teams and raise those banners and put numbers up on those teams. It just means so much more. Even, the sports athletes, they talk about it, how much it means to win there in LA, how much it means to win in New York. It's just different than winning in, whatever, in Texas, in Seattle, whatever. It would be big for Seattle right now if they won, actually.
They did. Well, the Seattle got beat by the Astros because
they had a chance.
Jordan, whatever his name was. And look, Seattle is too new at the playoffs. They need a couple more stints at the playoffs before they're really considered serious contenders.
And I know that you said we're going to talk in football, but before we get over there, I do want to say that in the AL next season, you're going to have to really watch out for the Angels. I think that they're going to be good next year.
You think so?
I think that everybody's focused on the other teams out there in California, but I think that the Angels are going to be good, man. I think they're going to be nice. I really do.
I mean, the Angels are like a shitty house with a Bugatti in the driveway, because you got players like Mike freaking Trout, Shohei Ohtani, and I feel like if they're not good this coming season, if you think that they're going to be better, if they're not, don't you think that players like Mike Trout, Tyler Anderson, Shohei Ohtani would be wasting their time?
Well, they already did waste pretty much Mike Trout's whole career. So they've already done that. And Shohei Ohtani, I feel like this will be his last season with them, maybe regardless. So I just think that they're going to be good. I mean, because this last season, they started off real nice, and then they went on that 10-game lose streak and completely fell apart from there. But I feel like they got some chances over there. I see some moves are going to be made, and the pitching was not horrible there. I see they got a third baseman now, Gio Urshela. He's a good pickup for them.
True. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about the Angels. I think that'll be a surprise. Do you think St. Louis will do a little better next year?
I honestly don't see any better. I don't think that they would honestly do better. They had a little run this year, whatever they did, but I don't see them honestly getting better. They lose Yadier Molina.
Yeah, so imagine that. Well, and the Dodgers lost Buster Posey, so and that went horribly wrong. Yeah. I'm trying to. There's another team. The Nats. The Nats are in a complete rebuild. The Mariners they fucked up the Nats. They really messed it up because
contract. They were already pretty much in rebuild mode from there.
Right, but if you think about it, after 2019, what did they do after 2019? They got rid of key players. Arenado,
Yeah.
They got rid of Scherzer, Turner, um, Soto, Bell.
Yeah.
Right, like just a bunch of players that.
Yeah. They just won that World Series and they're like, okay, we're good.
Right, which is so now the owners, the new owners, because the learners sold the team, so now it's a new ownership.
Right.
They're now getting a team that's like, we had the best players in the fucking league, and now they're gone.
Yeah.
What
It
did
doesn't
you do?
put together a World Series winning team, which, that's what the whole point of playing 162 games a season is. It just seems like they're have a professional team out there that's just going to play baseball, but not really play competitively.
Yeah, they won 58 games all year or something like that, or a little bit more. Because I remember the Dodgers had won 58 games in like a couple months or whatever, and Joe Davis said, "Well, the Nats have won 58 games all year."
Yeah.
So, I honestly haven't covered the Dodgers on my channel in a while. Going back to baseball, on purpose because I'm just, huh?
After that debacle happened
Yeah.
in the ALDS, or I mean, sorry, the NL.
Yes. Yeah. After that, I've just been I've stayed away. I've just stayed away, and I've not been happy. But I got to start covering them because of all the Cody Bellinger and the Justin Turners and the Luke Williams and the.
A lot of free agents are going to be happening. I hope that Aaron Judge just signs, and then we can start piecing up some other stuff. Because we've already made moves that I kind of didn't like, but it is what it is. I'm not.
Well, he turned down that $218 million contract or whatever it was for 6 years, 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, yeah. He bet on it.
Is he playing a game with them? Is he saying, "I'm Aaron freaking Judge. I'm awesome. You need me. You better pay me more"? Or what is he? Or is he gonna go and say, "Hey, the Dodgers, the Giants, the Phillies, look, they're offering me X amount"?
Well, he knows what he's capable of, and he already hit 50 home runs in a season. So what he did was, he just bet on himself, and he was the best player in baseball. So he just told them, if you guys want me, you're gonna have to put those numbers. But now it's not just about numbers wise. It's really Aaron Judge could play in any uniform that he wants, pretty much, if they have the money.
Which, if you look at the teams that have the capital, you have the Dodgers, the Yankees, the
Right.
Giants.
Giants, yeah. The Giants could be, I feel like that's a lot of people just look at
The Astros have the money.
That is a very convenient spot for Aaron Judge to land at.
Yeah, but the Giants ain't going to the playoffs soon. Last season, 2 seasons ago, when Chris Bryant, before Cody Bellinger joined the Giants, that was a fluke.
Yeah, and exactly. That's why I know that Aaron Judge loves being a Yankee. He's talked about it. It means so much to be. He could be our next captain if we sign him for that almost whatever. He could be the first $50 million a year player or whatever it's going to be. We're going to have to make him our captain, and our last captain was Derek Jeter, so it's such a big moment if he does stay a Yankee.
Well, Derek Jeter won what? One title?
No, Derek Jeter won I think either 3 to 4.
Well, when did they go to the World Series? 2009.
They went to the World Series in 2009. I know that he won the World Series MVP in 2000. We won in 1998. I think that might have been his first World Series.
Yeah, but you lost in 2000 though.
No, we won in 2000.
You won in 2000.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't the Angels win in 2000? No.
I think they did 2001 or something like that. Yeah, look, a 5-time World Series champion with the Yankees, Jeter. 5-time.
What years? 98.
Let me take a look right now. I'll tell you. $1996. Hold on. Pull up the wrong. Yeah, I know he won in 1996 because I do have that one as well. Hold on, let me see.
Wait, so 96, 98, 2000, 2009.
Hold on, bro. I'll tell you the years right now. If it wants to load. 1996, 1998, 1999, 2000, and 2009.
Holy shit! You guys went 6, 8, 9, and 2000. God damn, Yankees were on.
Bro,
Game.
those are the glory days. That's when Derek Jeter literally came up and started being who he is, even though he's hated on.
I never hated Jeter.
Yeah, a lot of people do hate on him. They say he's overrated, which I get it, but he won World Series, so he won
I
5.
think he was overrated in the latter parts of his career and later. 09, he was definitely not overrated, in my opinion. 09, I think he helped the Yankees massively to get there. But from 2010 to when did he retire? 2017 or whatever.
No, he retired all the way like in 2014.
Something like that. Yeah. From all then and there, yeah, I think he was a little overrated. But I mean, he won 5. It's the same as Kobe.
Yeah, he won 5.